Hello and welcome to the Plays the Thing. My name's Matt, and in today's video, playing a new game to the channel, but not a new game to me. We're playing Cthulhu Death May Die, and this is the Season 1 box, so the original box. And I'm going to play the first episode as well, which may be quite hard. Maybe I will lose. And we're also playing against Cthulhu themselves, the Elder Ones. So, yeah, there's a lot of fire going on here. I'll show you the table. Oh, look, you can see all my games on my shelf. I have to pull so far out with my little square table. One day I will have an oblong table and it will be much easier. But yes, just hold on a second. Just going to turn that down a little bit. So let me read what we're doing. So this first episode is called Blasphemous Alchemy, and it says, what's worse than cultists? Cultists who set the place on fire. Another night and another damn ritual to summon an elder god. If we blow up their labs, we can cause a lot of trouble for whatever it is they are summoning. And so basically we need to disrupt the ritual that these cultists that you can see here, these red figures on the board, are doing. And in this episode, so there are 6 episodes in the core box, but in this episode we are looking to attack these labs, and there are 5 of them, and to disrupt the ritual, which means once we disrupt the ritual we can attack Cthulhu, who is, well, let me show you Cthulhu, who is here, who will eventually come onto the board. We have to destroy 4 labs, and when we destroy the labs they'll flip over and there'll be something on the back which I think is helpful, but also we will be drawing, these are like event cards and the sort of the timer of the game, the mythos cards, and there are half cards from Cthulhu, from his bots, and half cards from the actual episode itself, and we flip one of those over every round. So basically the round structure is that each of our characters in turn will take 3 actions, and those actions are: we can run, which is move 3 spaces, attack with just 1 enemy, we can rest if we're in a safe space, which is a space with no other enemies in the space. We can trade with each other, and we can do the actions which are in the episode. And the 2 actions that we can do are extinguish fire, which is we make a roll, which I will talk about later on, remove 1 fire token in each space for your success, because there's a lot of fire around. This is fire, as you can probably tell, all these fire symbols, which will be throughout a lot of episodes, but particularly in this one. Or we can destroy equipment, so we make a roll against a lab in our space, and each success deals 1 wound to the lab. When a lab has 4 or more wounds, destroy it and turn it over to reveal the effect. They do have tokens for damage, but I will be using my trusty dice. So when I attack something, I will tick down basically when I'm hitting them for damage. Also, I should say, when we get 3 mythos, I think they're mythos symbols. Anyway, 3 symbols come out on cards. when we're drawing out cards, once there are 3 on drawn cards, Cthulhu advances down the track, and you can just see Cthulhu on here. I haven't got quite enough room, but he's going to move down, and once he gets to this red spot, he comes onto the board. If we disrupt the ritual, he will come onto the board straight away as well. And obviously then we can attack him. But if he gets here before we've disrupted the ritual and comes onto the board, we cannot attack him at all, and he's just going to attack us. But obviously these are pretty impressive, these pieces. Yeah. And I think that for now, basically, I'm playing 2 characters, which I often play 3 because I find that better, but a lot of people say you can play this with 2, fine, we will see. And we both have, Ahmed and Rasputin have special abilities. Ahmed's ability is at the end of my turn, I may heal stress or wounds, and I'll talk about stress or wounds, 1 in an investigator in our space, so including us. And Rasputin has unkillable, which is 1 free death. If you would die from wounds, instead return your life to full health. So that is quite useful. And also we can upgrade these actions when we're going more and more insane. Once we get to these spots, which I can show you a bit closer, yeah. Once we get to these spots, our insanity is going up. But once we hit one of these spots, we get to bump up one of our skills. And so, to say, if I bumped up unkillable, we would get 1 additional free death. So Rasputin will be able to die twice. And then they get better and better as you move up. They also both have, because I've chosen it specifically, a skill called Arcane Mastery. And Arcane Mastery is when you make any roll, you may count 1 elder sign as a hit. So whenever we make rolls, basically we will be rolling these 3 die, and they have elder signs, they have sanity on them, and they have hits. So the exclamation marks are hits, so we will hit. If we're attacking something, we will hit them. And then we also get additional dice. For example, Rasputin straight away gets a green die on every roll when he's attacking someone in his space. And the green die are even better. They have 2 elder signs, I think. Yeah, 2 elder signs and 1, 2, 3 hits. So they don't have any insanity on them at all. They're actually called tentacles, but they take away sanity from you. So I think we should start because I can explain things as we go along. So we will go from, we'll go Ahmed and then Rasputin. And just checking. I've set everything up. Yeah, ready to go. So, just gonna move this in a little bit so I can see everything. So what we want to do is get to these labs. We want to get going, but we also want to lose sanity, because the more sanity we lose, the stronger we become. But obviously, once we get here to this end spot, we're dead. So yeah. Now, Ahmed can move 3. Ahmed has an ability. When you run, you may sneak once. One enemy doesn't follow you. So if Ahmed moved here, normally if he was a normal character, both these cultists would follow him like that. But he would only have one follow him. But even so, I think Ahmed will just move in here, and that will be his first action. And then I think he will just attack. So I have Arcane Mastery, making a roll. I may count Elder Signs as successes. So I will do that. So I'm just going to attack one of these cultists, and I will roll the 3 black die. Okay, so this is pretty okay. So I've rolled 1 Elder Sign, which I count as success, and then this, which is a success, and 2 tentacles. Now these cultists only have 2 life. So it's up here, 2 life. So I've attacked 1, 2, so I've killed it. And then on my third action, I will attack the other cultist. And, oh, sorry, I should have moved this up 2. And this I get 3 hits because the Elder Sign counts. And I get 1 tentacle, so I lose 1 sanity. So I've killed the other cultist. And that's the end of my 3 turns. So then we draw a Mythos card. So let me show you this a bit closer. So this Mythos card is called Crawling Chaos. Each cultist moves 1 space towards you. If you are in a Riley space, lose 1 sanity. Well, there's no Rillia out yet because Cthulhu, when he advances, that goes out. So each cultist moves 1 space towards you. So unfortunately, this cultist is going to move into our space. And this one will move here. And this one will move here. And this one is, there are stairs here that link. Oh, sorry, I need to show you. So the stairs link here and here. So this cultist will move towards the stairs. And then we'll also summon cultists on these spawning spaces. So 1 in the yellow one and 1 in the red one. So there we go. And there we have an Elder Sign. So we will keep this card out. And that's the end of the Mythos phase. So now we investigate or fight. So if our space was clear, which it was until that cultist moved, we would investigate, which I will get to later. Otherwise, the enemy attacks. So the enemies here, these cultists attack for 2 green die. So we will roll 2 green die. And we have 1 hit. So what I'm going to do is, you may spend stress, which is, oh, I can't see it. There you go. Which is this track here. And every stress you spend, you may re-roll 1 die. And that's in anything you roll. So anytime, if you have stress available, you can use it to re-roll die. So I will spend 1 stress to re-roll this die. And I get the same. So I'll spend another stress and have another go. Yeah, and it comes blank. So I don't take any damage from that cultist, which is good. And so it's the end of the investigate or fight phase, and then resolve end of turn. So End of turn effects. Well, I have, at the end of your turn, you may heal 1 stress or wound on an investigator in your space. So I can heal 1 stress. So I will. And there isn't any fire in my space. We're fine for Mythos cards. The Elder One isn't summoning. There are no Elder One end of turn effects. So that's the end of our next turn. So we now go over to Rasputin. So Rasputin can also take 3 actions. So I think we will also go into this space and we will attack that cultist. Now, Rasputin has Brawling. Gain 1 green die when attacking a target in your space. So he will roll the 4 die and a green one. Okay, and we got 2 successes because he has Arcane Mastery, so the Elder Sign count as a hit. So we kill that cultist. That was my second action. And then I think I will just move again. I think I will just move into this space. Yeah, I'm going to stop there. So that's my 3 actions. So we draw a Mythos card. Oh, sorry, can you see that? Yeah, you could see that. So this card is Fire Vampire. I'm just going to move. Excuse me a moment. So, Fire Vampire. The nearest Fire Vampire moves 2 spaces towards you, then place 1 fire token in its space. So, this pretty little thing is a Fire Vampire, and it is down the stairs. So, it will move 2 towards the stairs. So, 1, 2, and it will put a fire token in the place it is. So that's that. And then we summon a Fire Vampire in the blue summoning space, and which is bad news, which is there. And that is the end of the Mythos card. So we now have 2 Mythos Cthulhu signs. Can't remember what they're called. In our discard. And that's the end of the Mythos phase. Now investigate or fight. So here we go. There are no enemies in his space, so he can investigate. So we take a discovery card from the top of the pile, which has been shuffled. And this says locked cabinet. And it says, can probably pry this open. You may take 3 wounds to claim the amulet of Ngala. Ngala. Yeah, Ngala. If you do not, claim the spirit of Ngala. So if we take 3 wounds, the amulet of Ngala, if you would take wounds from fire, you may instead deal that many wounds to 1 enemy in your space. That's pretty amazing. And if we take the spirit, this companion cannot be traded and cannot be given wounds. So it just does nothing. So I'm going to take the 3 damage, 1, 2, 3, because I have my unkillable anyway. And what we do is we slide this card underneath, and it goes in there. And now, if we would take wounds from fire, we may instead deal that many wounds to 1 enemy in our space. That's pretty awesome. And that's the end of the investigate phase, and we resolve things. We don't have anything to resolve, so that is the end of Rasputin's turn. So we go back to Ahmed. Now, I'm a bit worried about this fire vampire. These fire vampires have 4 health, which isn't so bad. When it attacks, first place a fire token in its space. So it's just they're dropping loads of fire, which I will show you could potentially do damage to us. I think what Ahmed is going to do is we can get to this now. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 for my first move. So I've taken that cultist with me, they're following me. And for my second action, I will attack that cultist. So I get to roll my 3 normal die. Wow. Okay, so I think I'm going to go with that. So yes, I'm going to go with this. So I do 2 damage to that cultist and they die. And then I take, I've got 2 tentacles, so my insanity goes up by 2, but we hit this mark here, which means that we stop. We always stop at those, however much sanity we're supposed to be losing, we stop. And now we are able to bump up one of our skills. So we can either do Healing Prayer. Instead of getting one stress or wound healed at the end of our turn, we can heal 2 in any combination of stress or wounds. Or we can do Stealth, which makes instead we may sneak 3 times, so we can sneak past 3 different enemies, which is quite useful. Arcane Mastery, I can count any number of Elder Signs as successes. I think Healing Prayer is quite cool. I do like the Stealth as well, but we maybe get that next time. So I'm going to move up Healing Prayer. So that's our second action. And then our third action, we will try and destroy this lab. So we're just rolling our 3 standard die. And, well, I might as well spend 1 stress because I'm going to be able to heal 2 stress. Anyway, so I'll spend 1 stress and roll another one. And we get another hit. So this is, the labs have 4 health. So we've done 2 to it. So we are at 2 with that lab. 2 more to go. And that's the end of our turn. Also, I should just do, whenever you hit one of these, you do your special card that everyone gets randomly. And this card is, each time you take wounds, put the same number of wound tokens on this card. If there are no tokens on this card, take 1 wound. Otherwise, remove all tokens from this card and heal 1 stress per token removed. So there are no tokens, so we take 1 wound, which means we put 1 token on this. I think I'll mark it with a die as well. So there is 1 on there. So next time we hit this, we won't take wounds and we'll be able to heal stress. Okay, so now we're at the end of our 3 actions, so we draw a Mythos card. And this is the thing that should not be. If Cthulhu is on the board, each investigator loses 1 sanity. If Cthulhu is on the track, each investigator takes 2 stress. So we lose 2 stress. For every stress you cannot take 1 wound instead. That doesn't happen. So as you see here, there isn't one of those signs on this. So Cthulhu isn't going to advance this turn. So I'll just put this under there. That's the end of the Mythos card. Now Ahmed can investigate or fight, and there's no one to attack, so he takes a discovery card as well. And this is cages. The cages contain a one-handed lab monkey. It looks at you cunningly. If you have a guilty conscience, take 1 stress. You may claim the lab monkey. No. Or heal all of your stress and claim the guilty conscience. Yes. So I don't have a guilty conscience. But this card will give us that. So yeah, so this goes under here. I'm not really sure with this card. So it says, if you have a guilty conscience, take 1 stress. You may claim the lab monkey. Yeah, I think I can't do that. So I heal all my stress. And I now have a guilty conscience, which is now here. And then resolve end of turn, which there is nothing to do. Apart from I can heal 2 stress or wounds, so I will heal that wound. And that's the end of Ahmed's turn. So, Rasputin. Now, my amulet, if you would take wounds from fire, you may instead deal that many wounds to 1 enemy in your space. So, what I'm going to do is, so with fire, when I move out of a room with fire, I put a token on my card. So I will go 1, and then I'll get another one for this room, 2, and the cultist will follow me. And I think first of all, I will. I could either attack the lab twice or try and kill the cultist and then attack the lab. But I'm wondering if I should take the lab out. These fires will kill the cultist at the end, but they will attack me before that. I think I'm going to try and destroy the lab. Now, this isn't attacking, so I can't roll my extra die. Oh! But I have got 3 hits, which is great. So that lab is down to 1. And I have 3 sanity to lose. 1, 2, 3. So I think I will attack the lab again and just take the damage because I won't die. I know I won't die. So yes, that's 2 attacks and 2 tentacles. So the lab is destroyed. And let's just flip this over, and it says, place a fire token in this space and each adjacent space. Wow. Okay. So 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there. Not in this space because it isn't adjacent. There's no door through there. So that's 1 lab. I thought they were going to be good things. 1 lab down. And that's my 3 turns. So we draw a Mythos card. And this is Starspawn. If the Starspawn is on the board, it is not. So we summon the Starspawn here, where this fire vampire is. I'm just going to take off my... just give me a moment, I'll be right back. Hello, sorry about that. So, yes, back to summoning the star spawn. So, here's the star spawn. He's a pretty little fellow. And he will go in this blue space, which is already filling up. So, we've summoned the star spawn. And that is the end of the Mythos card. So now we have 3 symbols, but we don't do that yet. So, investigate or fight. Well, this cultist is in the way. So, the cultist is going to attack Rasputin. And they do not use that symbol because they can't. So they don't hit us. And so we resolve the end of turn. So fire. So we have 2 fire, but our amulet says if we would take wounds from fire, you may instead deal that many wounds to one enemy in your space. So the cultist gets hit for 2 and dies. And these tokens, when they're used, they go off us. So our amulet saved us there. And have we got anything else? If there are 3 symbols, the Elder One advances. Apply Elder One and episode card effects, then reshuffle the Mythos deck. So the Elder One advances 1 up this track, which you can just see. They've moved up. When Cthulhu advances, put a Ryleth token on your space. If this is already token, no. So this token, which is a Ryleth token, goes here. Not sure which way up they're supposed to go. We'll do it like that. I think that's right. Yeah, there are tentacles. And then summon a cultist in each Riley space. So a cultist will appear in the space with Rasputin as well. Move the star spawn 1 space towards you. If it is not on the board, summon it on the blue gate. So the star spawn is also going to come into this space because there's a door there. So now this room is busy that has Rasputin in it. So that's fun. That's going to be fun on his next turn. And then these cards get shuffled back into the deck. So the deck never sort of runs out and has to be discarded or anything. It just basically refreshes every time those 3 symbols come out. So we could get those cards back out again as well. So there we go. Right, so it's Ahmed's turn. So first of all, we're going to try and take that lab out. And we'll roll our 3. And we get 3 hits. So that lab is destroyed, and it says, heal all your stress. Oh, great. And all our stress is healed anyway. So that was our first turn. Now there are labs here, which is here, and then up the stairs there are 2 as well. So I think we should head towards this lab. Now, this Bayaki, when it attacks, each elder also counts as a success. So they can hit us quite hard, but we're in pretty good shape at the moment. And they have 3 health as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to risk it. I'm going to go 1, 2, and that cultist will come in the room with us. And also we need to put a fire token on. And I could move into this room. I think I will. 3. So everyone comes with me. Actually, you know, I have stealth. So when I run, I may sneak past one enemy. So I will sneak past the Byakhee and take this cultist in there. And then I still have 1 action. So I think I will attack that cultist, you know. And yeah, let's attack the cultist. And we get 1 hit, so I'll spend 1 stress to re-roll another die. And I'll do that again. Okay, so we get 2 hits, so we kill that cultist. And we go 2 up, lose 2 sanity. And that was my 3rd. Yeah, that was my 3rd, because I destroyed that, moved, and attacked that cultist. So then we draw a Mythos card. Students go mad. If you have any student companions, discard 1 student and summon 1 cultist in your space. No, don't have any student cards. So that's good. And so we investigate again. So we get a discovery card. Feral student. There you go. Here's a student. She only makes vague simian noises. You may take 2 stress to claim the feral student. If you do not, claim the guilty conscience. I've already got a guilty conscience. So, Margot, the feral student, while you have her, gain 1 level in brawling. You cannot have both Margot and the professor as companions. Discard 1. Now, also, so I'm going to do that. You may take 2 stress. So that's 2 stress. Let me just show you a bit closer. So as you can see, they have 1 life on them. So Margot can take damage for us. If she takes damage, she's dead and we take her out and she's not part of the game anymore. But Margot also gives us 1 in brawling. Now they have these little cards, extra cards. And so we get this, which is gain a green die when attacking a target in your space. So that's good while we have her. So that's the Mythos card. We've done the investigate. And then we resolve the end of turn. So we can heal 2 in any combination. So let's heal 2 stress. And then we roll for this fire on us. So now we have to roll. So what we do is we roll 1 black die for every fire that we have on us. And that is nothing. So we don't take any damage. And then the fire token is discarded. And that is the end of our turn. I think I did everything right. I think so. So we go back to Rasputin, who is in a little bit of a pickle. The Starspawn has 7 health. When attacking or being attacked while in a Ryleth space, add 2 tentacles to the roll. And we are in a Ryleth space. Or being attacked. So we will take a lot of... We will lose sanity an awful lot. But on our first one, we'd only got to our first one. Yeah, this is tricky. The only thing is, if I move with these people, I will get lots of fire tokens on me, and then I can convert them with my amulet to wounds. So I think I'm going to move, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. So these chaps will come with me, 1, 2, 3. And I get 1 fire token, 2 fire tokens, and 4 fire tokens. So they will do 4 damage at the end of this. And then I will attack for my second action. I will attack the star spawn, I think. So because the star spawn is in my space, I get an extra green die. I can count elder signs as attacks. Wow. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I do 4 damage to the star spawn. They have 7 health, so they're down to 3. So I'll mark them with this 3. Can you see that? There you go. Now, I know that I can do 4 damage to the star spawn, but at the same time, it's... Hold on. I have to give myself lose 1 sanity. So we go up on the sanity track. I can move one of these up. I don't need to move Unkillable up yet. Arcane Mastery, instead you may count any number of them as successes. I don't think that's useful yet. Brawling, when you attack, you may target any number of figures in your space, split the wounds as you like. Okay, I'm going to move up on Brawling. And then we've reached one of the first insanity levels. So I have, as Rasputin, Paranoia. All monsters on the board move 1 space towards you. Oh dear. Then, if there are no enemies in your space, heal all of your stress. Oh God. Oh no. It's done a terrible mistake. So this moves in here. This moves in here. They're all going to attack me. This moves in here. This moves in here. And this moves here. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, I'm going to do 4 damage to something. So what has 4 damage? The fire vampires do. So on my 3rd attack, well, now I have Brawling, I can spread this attack anywhere. So I'm going to just roll these die. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3 hits. I'm going to re-roll this. Okay, I've got 4 and a tentacle. So let's see what we can do with 4 damage. So I can take a fire vampire out. I could take out the star spawn. I could take out the 2 cultists. The Bayaki is hard because when it attacks, each elder sign also counts as success. Oh, what shall I do? These have 3 hits on them. I'm going to take out both the cultists. 2 and 2. And then I lose 1 sanity. Yeah. This is not good. Okay, I draw a Mythos card. Fire Vampire. Each Fire Vampire moves 1 space towards you, then place 1 fire token in their spaces. Well, they're already there. So 2 fire tokens in those spaces. Summon a vampire. We can't. There are no more. But we do have 1 symbol there. And then we have to fight. So here we go. Enemies attacking poor Rasputin. This could actually kill him. So we have the Bayaki, who's rolling these 3 die. And that is 3. Crikey. So I'm going to use 1 stress to re-roll this. Ugh. So 1, 2, and he's dead but comes back to life. So that's the Bayaki done. Then the Starspawn rolls 3 black die. And that's 2. Oh gosh, I'm going to die, aren't I? And then the Starspawns, sorry, the Fire Vampires attack. I have no stress left as well. So that's 1, 2. 1 more hit and I'm dead. He's dead. Hold on, hold on. I haven't been doing this right at all. So, I'm going to start again because what I wasn't doing is adding taking insanity, which would change things. So I'm going to start again. Start all over again. So the Bayaki is going to attack. And I had 1 stress available, I think. Okay, so 1 damage. I know that's slightly better than last time, but hey. And then I did the Starspawn next, didn't I? 1, 2, 3. So that's 2 hits. I will re-roll 1 of those. And it's just 1 hit. So I die and go up on the insanity track. And then I have the 2 Starspawns. So green and 2 black die. So 1 hit, 2 hits, and 1 up on the insanity track. And then that is another hit and 1 up on the insanity track. So now I get an extra upgrade. So I will upgrade my unkillable. So I now have another death. And my paranoia, all monsters on the board move 1 space towards you. So this cultist moves here. And because that cultist has moved in there this turn, it does attack me. So we're going to roll 2 more die, and it kills me again. So that's my 2nd death. Okay, that was terrible. But at least I'm still alive. So we resolve the end of turn. So we have 4. So I'm going to there should be 2 more fire tokens in this space as well because of the fire vampires that just attacked. I think. Or had I done? No, I'd already done that in my false turn. Okay, so so the 4 damage that I would have taken now goes on something else. And I think I will kill a fire vampire. With that, with my amulet. And there's nothing else to resolve, so that's the end of the turn. It's all of them in this space. It's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, end of the turn. So it's now Ahmed's turn. So I guess I will attack this lab. So I get 3 hits on the lab. So it's down to 1. And I take lose 1 insanity. And then I will attack it again. I get 3 hits on it and bump up the insanity. And so that is destroyed. And it says, deal 2 wounds to all enemies in this space and adjacent spaces. No enemies. And we've moved up to the next level of insanity. So, if there are no tokens on this card, take 1 wound. Otherwise, remove all tokens from this card and heal 1 stress per token removed. So we heal 1 stress. That's a nice card. This one, not so much. And then we have 1 more action. Oh, and we get to move up 1 of our tracks as well. You know what? I'm going to move up my stealth because now when I run, I may sneak 3 times. So I am going to run. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. So I have to take 3 fire. And I can sneak 3 times and take 1 of these away from Rasputin. I will take the... yeah, I'll take the Biyaki away. And that is the end of my turn. So we draw a Mythos card. Starspawn. If the Starspawn is on the board, each investigator in its space loses 2 sanity. So the Starspawn is in Rasputin's space, so he loses 2 sanity. Then it moves 2 spaces towards you. Okay, so it's going to move into the space with Ahmed. Hilarious. And we can't summon the Starspawn because it's already there. Okay. So then investigate or fight. Well, we have to fight these 2. So remember, I have Margot. So let's do the Biyaki first. So 2 green and a black die. And it does 1 damage and lose 1 sanity. And then the Starspawn will attack me. So that is 3 black die. And that's 2 damage. I think I'll use 1 stress to re-roll 1 of those. That was 0. Yeah, that's fine. So it's 1 hit. So that's the fighting done. And then we resolve. We have 3 fire on us. So we have to roll 3 black die. And that's 1 hit and 1 sanity. I will take that 1 hit and 1 sanity. And those go away. Okay, and Margot could have taken that damage, but I'd lose brawling, and I'm going to need to brawl next turn, I think. So we've done that. Then our end of turn is heal 2 and a combination. So I will just heal 2 health. There are only 2 symbols. No end of turn effects yet. Still. So it's Rasputin's turn. We have no more deaths available, but and we have no stress to use. I think we're going to try and take these 2 out. So I'm going to just do an attack with brawling. I can spread this attack around any way I want. So now we've gone past this level here. So, oh, sorry, you didn't see where Ahmed was. That's fine though. We've gone past this insanity level. So now we roll 2 green die when we're attacking things in our space, along with our 3. So let's attack that Biyaki. Wow. The Biyaki is dead. And we will also... Let's attack the Starspawn. Why not? It's only got 3... Oop. I do need to show you this now. Yeah. It's only got 3 life left. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the Elder Sign. We can count 1 Elder Sign. So Starspawn is dead. Great. And we will... I think we'll use our last one to heal some stress. 1, 2, 3. And that's our 3 actions. So we draw a Mythos card. This Mythos card, each cultist moves 1 space towards you. Ugh. If you're in a Riley space, lose 1 sanity. I'm not. And then summon cultists to the yellow and red summoning spaces. So we now have 3 signs. Investigate or fight. Well, we have to fight this flipping cultist. So they're rolling 2 green die. And they do not hit us. So we resolve end turn. There's nothing to resolve. So that's the end of the turn. So we go back to Ahmed. Oh. Did I just mix things up? Yes, I did. Anyway, I'll keep going. I'll keep going as Ahmed. Oh, but we do have 3 symbols here. So, Cthulhu advances. We only have to destroy 1 more lab. So, Ahmed, I'm going to move into this space. And I get 2 fire tokens on me. And I'm going to attack that cultist. So now I get an extra die. Because of my insanity. And so I do 2 damage to that cultist. So they die. And then I will attack the lab. And I get 1, 2. I'll re-roll this one. 3. And should I re-roll that one? Yeah, let's try it. No, just another tentacle. So we do 3 damage to that lab. It has 1 left. And we get 2 insanity. So we move up to this again. So we take 1 mood from our masochism, but we put 1 token on there. And we get to move up something on our track again. And I'm going to move Healing Prayer up this time. Now we heal 2 stress and 2 wounds at the end of our turn. So that is our 3 actions. So we draw a Mythos card. Crawling Chaos. Each cultist moves 1 space towards you. 1, 2. We should have put Riley tokens down. So I will put 1 here and 1 here. Yeah. So we should have had more cultists on the board as well. My mistake. And they'll all move 1 towards Ahmed. I don't think that would have gone down. And then we summon cultists. Got a lot of cultists on the board all of a sudden. And then we get to do a discovery card. Good boy. Who's a good boy? You may take 2 stress to claim the dog. If you do not claim the dog, claim the guilty conscience. I can't because I have no stress available. So I have to have another guilty conscience. I have 2 fire tokens on me, so I have to roll 2 die. And I take 2 sanity, lose 2 insanity. And they go away. And then I can heal 2 stress and 2 wounds from my Healing Prayer. And that's the end of my turn. Oh, why have I moved him? Dear me. Okay, it's Rasputin's turn. So I think I'm just going to attack things. So I'm going to attack the Star Spawn. So I roll my 3 black die, I get a green die and another one. Has 4 life. And I will re-roll this green die. Now I can split this up. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3. Yeah, that doesn't matter. I'm going to take the insanity. So I'm going to kill these 2 cultists and take the 3 insanity, which moves me up to here. All monsters on the board move 1 space towards you. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. And I can get another level of something. I'm going to move my arcane mastery up. Instead, you may count any number of elder signs as successes. And then, so I'm going to attack again in that square. I get 1, 2, 3, 4. So I will kill another 2 cultists. And then I will attack the 3rd time. And that's 1, 2, 3. I'll spend 1 stress to roll this one. Yes, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attack. I'm going to kill that fire vampire and put 1 damage on that cultist. So that's my 3 attacks. So I'm pretty strong now. And we draw a Mythos card. Starspawn. If the Starspawn is on the board no longer, summon the Starspawn in the blue space. Oh, you're back. And another symbol. Boo. Hello. Sorry, Hello, Michael and Jay Bringer. Sorry I missed your comments. I was not looking at my laptop screen. But yes, I love this game as well. It's kind of like freaky, and I've just made some mistakes, I know. But yeah, I really like it. I like to get early mana Son Rasputin to unlock his abilities. Yeah, sure. I mean, he's just becoming really powerful now. I kind of feel like I should have got Unkillable up, you know, further, but hey. So we've done the Mythos card, and that cultist is going to attack us. And they don't do any damage to us. And I don't think there's anything else that they're going to do. There's only 2 symbols. I really want to finish that off. So it's Ahmed's turn. So first of all, I'm going to take out the lab. So I get 4 die to roll. And I do 2 damage. So the lab is destroyed. Place a fire token in this space and each adjacent space. Great. 1, 2, 3. That's it. And so we've destroyed 4 of the labs. Oh, I forgot this to extinguish fire. Okay. Okay, so that's that. I get so much fire on me right now. I'm going to use my second action. I'm going to attack that cultist. So that is 2 down. Yeah. Steed. And lose 2 sanity. So we move up again on a track. And I'm going to move up on my stealth track. And there is 1 token on this, so we discard it and get 1 stress back. And now I have 1 action left. Now we're rolling 2 extra green die on each roll. So I'm going to get rid of the fire. No, I'm going to sneak. I'm going to run and sneak. So when I run, I may sneak 3 times. So I'm going to run past this one, and now I do 1 damage as well. So it's 1 damage to that, and then I'm going to sneak past this one. And I'm going to go... I'm gonna have so much fire on me here, and that kills that cultist. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jeez. 6, 7 fire. Okay, I'm just going to do that 7. Which is very dangerous and stupid. And that's the end of my turn. So we draw a Mythos card. Each investigator in a Ryless space loses 1 sanity. So Rasputin does. And we can investigate. Up to no good. The professor, he has asked me to help. I'm in trouble, am I? The student holds a beaker. If you have a guilty conscience, take 1 stress. I do. You may take 2 stress to claim either the grad student or the beaker. So the grad student gain 2 green die, extinguishing fire. You may discard this card to deal wounds to all labs and figures either in your space or in adjacent space. No, I'll take... You may take 2 stress to claim either the grad student or the beaker. So 2 stress. There we go. I can put out fires with him. And then we resolve the end of our turn. So we got 7 black die to roll. Crazy. So 1, 2, 3. Christ. Oh no, I've got no stress left. And a sanity. 1. And another. So Ahmed's dead. It's so stupid of me. Oh, so stupid. And so Ahmed's dead. We have destroyed 4. So they're going to move along. So there will be one of these going into this room. We will summon cultists on each of those spaces. The Starspawn will move into the space, but they're dead. So, and then we move up to stage 2. We're only on stage 2, guys. When revealed, summon Cthulhu into your space. Each enemy in a Ryla space moves 1 space towards you. So Cthulhu is here now. And all these cultists are going to move down. And that's that. So Cthulhu is here. Ahmed just died because I'm an idiot. And here we go. Rasputin is on his own. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move into this space. Take all these cultists with me. So I'm going to take 2 fire. In fact, I'm going to move 3. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. So I will take another 2 fire. And then everyone will be in this space with me. And I'm going to attack. So now I have my 3 black die. I have 2 green die. And any elder signs are hits. So that's what I'm going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Starspawn has 7. I take 1 insanity. And I'm going to kill 2 cultists. And then I have another attack as well. So I'm going to attack again. Wow. Bad roll. So that's just 2 hits. And I will take out 1 cultist again. No insanity at all. I only have 1 stress left. That's why I'm not doing it. Oh, do you know what? Yeah, no, I will do that. That's fine. So that's my 3 attacks. And then we'll draw. Oh, these should have gone back in. And this should be there. So the Mythos card is each investigate in a Ryleth space loses 1 sanity. There isn't one there. So that's okay. Then fight. So a cultist is going to attack me. I tell you what, I'll do Cthulhu first. So that's 2 green die and 2 black die. And oh my goodness, good roll. 4 and 2 sanity. I think I'll re-roll one of the black die. Yeah, so it's 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1 sanity. So we go up here. So oh, I wasn't doing this as well. All monsters move 1 space towards me. And then if there are no monsters in your space, yeah, no, I was doing it right. So that was Cthulhu. Then we will do the Star Spawn, which is 3 black die. And that's 2, and we're dead. And to be honest with you, I'm not too disappointed because I was playing that so badly. There we go, another game that I've lost. Oh no. To be honest with you, I thought I would with 2 players. But I think I'm going to try and play this again offline. I haven't played it for a long time. And I apologize because I did make loads of mistakes. Like, I'm really aware that I made mistakes through that. I wasn't putting fire out when I should have. I wasn't putting cultists out when I should have. I think I probably should have gone for the labs a bit more quickly, really gone for them. And as Michael was saying, you know, adding, getting all the insanity you can to bump up your levels is a really good idea. I like that amulet that Rasputin had, but I kind of thought I didn't need to move up his unkillable for a while, and then it turned out I was kind of like, oh, I wish that I'd moved that up quicker. So there you go. That was a interesting playthrough of Cthulhu Death May Die, the first episode. I think I've always found this first episode quite hard with the fire. I don't know what people think, but I have played all 6 of them, and I have won. But I can't remember if I've ever won this one, actually. I have Cthulhu, and I have the other Elder one in the box, which I can't remember what it is. And then I bought another one as well, which was a goat, I think. But anyway, there we go. Well and truly beaten by Cthulhu. He got me. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Okay, guys. Bye, bye, bye. Bye.